I just got back from the ENT after going to the wrong location, after checking multiple times that I was going to the right one. ADHD, anybody? Having to then go from that one 30 minutes south in the opposite direction past my house. Literally on the way there, calling on the phone, panicking, like, will you still take me? I know I'll be like more than 15 minutes late. Fortunately, I'd gotten to the first place, the wrong location, with like 15 minutes to spare, and I was like, I'm doing so good today. Look at me. I'm ahead of schedule, only to realize it was the wrong location and I needed to drive 30 minutes in the opposite direction. But it's fine. We got there. They took me. I saw the doctor. It all worked out. So it turns out I apparently don't have that deviated of a septum, but I do have massive inflammation going on right here. So my ENT gave me a rinse and then prescribed me 2 different nasal sprays that I'm supposed to take. One is an antihistamine because allergies is another thing that we're trying to sort out, and I'm trying to get an appointment with my allergist. I've been referred, but I just need to get one scheduled, and we keep playing phone tag with each other, so hopefully that helps. And then in a month, I am scheduled to get a what's it called? Sinus CT, because I was describing the sinus infections that I was having, because every time I get a cold, I get a sinus infection, and there's been a couple times I've had really bad ones. TMI, prepare yourself. This is so gross. You're not going to be able to unsee this after I say it, so trigger warning, brace yourself. I've had several sinus infections, 2 where it's gotten so bad that my sinuses have drained into my eyeballs, and I've gotten double pink eye. She was like, okay, we need to look at the anatomy of your sinuses here because that may be where you're actually having some polyps. So I don't need to get a septoplasty, which is kind of nice because I started researching that after my PCP said I might need to get one. And I was honestly really scared because I've heard that they can like move back within a year or 2. And especially if I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome or any connective tissue disorder, like healing for me is always longer than expected for people who don't have a connective tissue disorder. So I really wanted to avoid surgery as much as possible. I haven't even had a chance to look into yet, like if I do in fact have polyps here, like what that surgery is going to look like. I'm not excited if that's the case and we have to deal with that like surgically, but I'm hoping that with these different sprays that I'm able to make it so I can breathe again, which good, because I started using those breathe strips, at night to sleep, and I was like, oh my god, this is what it feels like to take in all air finally, like while I'm sleeping. And then I developed an allergic reaction to that adhesive, so gotta find a different one to try. But I've always had issues with adhesive, and it like will just rip off my skin. Connective tissue disorder things, am I right? Am I right, zebras? You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, my skin's just like super fragile, and any adhesive, it just rips it right off. So yeah, that's the update. Hope you're all having a wonderful day.